Have you ever wondered what happens to store inventory that's either out of season, damaged, returned, or discontinued? It's actually quite a lot of stuff that major retailers deal with every day. In many cases, the inventory either gets destroyed, burned in an incinerator, or goes into a landfill. It's a dirty little secret of today's consumerist world. But there is an upside. One nonprofit in Reno is solving that problem for major retailers and at the same time getting valuable products to people who need them most. I had the chance to sit down with Good Supply Co. Executive Director Robbie Moan to discuss operations along with the challenges they face to keep their doors open.
So Robbie, how long has Good Supply been in existence?
You know, we're really young. We are coming up on our 14th month. So we started in the fall, early winter of 2018, and here we are just about a year later for our second Christmas.
How did you decide that this is what you wanted to do?
Well, you know, sometimes life chooses what you're going to do for you. Through the faith organization River Rock Christian Fellowship, we've been doing a food charity program for many years, and it just seemed the logical next step to see how much more we could do.
And who are the businesses that you partner with? How many businesses do you work with right now that are giving you donations?
So we receive donations from major retailers from all over Northern Nevada, and mainly big corporations, places like Walmart or Bed Bath & Beyond, Amazon, places like that. So we really get a huge variety of products, and you know, it's a really cool opportunity because in the nonprofit charity space, a lot of times and it's very important to be narrow in what you're providing, because if you want to provide food, providing food is very important. But we're in a very interesting opportunity where we can provide anything from power tools to toys to bicycles to Christmas decorations, furniture, baby supplies. I mean, anything you'd find in a Walmart besides big screen TVs and food.
So with Good Supply, how many people in this short amount of time, how many lives have you affected with these donations?
Yeah, through reports with our other nonprofit partners, I mean, we're upwards of 10,000 families that have been touched by, you know, the products that we move through our warehouse.
And it's interesting because all of what we see around here, this will be gone at the end of the day and the next batch is coming in.
Yeah, we work in pretty large volumes for such a young and small organization. Every week we'll pick up anywhere between, 10, 20, or 30 pallets filled with a variety of products. And our warehouse is fairly small. We only have about 1,200 square feet. So it's in our best interest to keep the products moving. As soon as we take it into the warehouse, we have some processing to do on our end. And then we go straight ahead and distribute it to other charities and nonprofits in Northern Nevada who are equipped and able to pass those products on to the people groups that they serve.
I almost feel like you're like a nonprofit within a nonprofit.
Yeah, it's an interesting position to be in. Product philanthropy is by no means a new type of charity, but it quickly became apparent to us that the amount of donations that we receive as far as products and the amount of resources that we had were a little bit imbalanced. So we weren't necessarily equipped, whether it's with a workforce or even finances, to go directly to people to pass out this much stuff. So now while we do work with individual families and individuals who are in need that we come in contact with, whether it be refugees from other countries or even refugees from the California fires, we're able to fully set them up with, a brand new life to the extent that we can with the products that we have. But it was the most efficient thing that we could do was use what we have to equip other organizations that are doing fantastic work, to equip them with the stuff that they need to maybe grow what they do and impact more people in the community.
But now you need help yourself, because this location is no longer going to be where you're going to be able to house everything. You need a new location and a new facility to house everything because the rent is going up here.
You know, we have been able to survive this past year on a very modest budget, mainly because we are completely volunteer run, and because we keep things moving, we don't have to store too much stuff for too long. But so we're in a 1,200 square foot warehouse now. Unfortunately, we're in a situation where a company has purchased the complex that we're in, and they're asking for an immediate 32% rent increase, which, many organizations might be able to absorb that kind of sudden cost, but because we run so lean and we're so efficient, I like to call it, a 32% increase is going to require a lot of energy and a lot of resources to try to make up for that.
I hear that this is a desperate need. I mean, you're helping, like you said, over 10,000 families, or you're impacting these numbers in our community right now. It's going to be a big loss if you are not able to continue and keep these doors open. How can the community give back and help you, whether it's move into a new place or find another facility? How can we help you continue this work?
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. Of course, finances is something that every charity needs, especially around Christmas time. December is our biggest time for giving away toys and other supplies that families may need. And it's unfortunate that this situation hit us right now. But people out in the community, if they're able to, they can go to goodsupplyco.org and /donate and donate. I mean, the easiest way to get us out of the pickle that we're in is to increase the amount of donations that we receive. Another option is if somebody out there in the community has warehouse space that's not being used and they want some very responsible people to take care of it for them and put it to use to the good of the community, we are more than happy to start talking with people about that. And we are a 501c3, so all donations made to goodsupplyco.org/donate are tax deductible, as well as any other types of support that we might be able to receive.
Robbie, what have you gained from this experience in working with Good Supply over this last year that you've started this?
It's really been a life-changing experience for me. It's completely shifted my ideas of products and merchandise and the materialism that we can kind of fall into as somebody who's been given a lot in my life. I mean, I wouldn't be where I am now if it wasn't for the generosity of others. And so to have the ability to give other people that same experience, and whether it's we're giving to them directly or through another nonprofit that we supply, is a really powerful experience. Besides completely changing my idea of the retail process here in America and giving me an opportunity to kind of give back from so much I've been given, it's been a really powerful experience.
Well, I think what you're doing is interesting, but also your situation that you're in is so not unusual. You have a lot of people we're talking a lot about rent increases and cost of living and how people can sustain right now. And here we're looking at an amazing nonprofit that's giving back to over 10,000 families each year, but yet you're struggling to sustain. You need the help right now. And I think that what we do know is that we have this amazing community that I have seen time and time again come in and really lift others up. up. And I truly hope that someone sees this and sees the work that you're doing and says, I want them in my warehouse, because Good Supply is not only are you this nonprofit, but where you're funneling and the number of nonprofits that you're funneling into. If you're affecting the lives of 10,000 families, we need to do something to make this continue, and we need to find you another location immediately to continue the work that you do. So that's going to be our goal. That's our mission now.
All right, I like it.
Thank you so much for the work that you do, and to recognize a need like this and to partner with these larger corporations who, you know, who knows, maybe that backpack would have landed in a landfill, but you're actually going to make sure that that backpack gets to a kid or a family that really needs it. And so I think that it's so important that we as a community really look at, people have this idea that nonprofits, they just whip up the money, and it's really not the case. It's all about partnerships, and to keep that partnership going for you and for Good Supply to do the work that they do, I think it's just absolutely imperative that we continue and find you a location so that that work can sustain.
Well, I appreciate that, and that's exactly right. You know, as much as we're able to you know, give to the community, we're only able to do that because of the generosity of our donors. We're entirely donor funded, we're entirely volunteer run. So really anything we do is a reflection of what the community that comes around us and supports us. And I'm confident, and we're hoping that, you know, the Northern Nevada community sees value in what we're trying to do, and that they come together and help us continue, because we've done a lot over our first year. We've given away almost $1 million worth of products, and you know, with the community gathering around us and supporting us, I believe we're going to be able to increase that substantially.
Please continue to support the work of Good Supply Co. Help them continue their mission of providing philanthropic products for Northern Nevada's nonprofit ecosystem. In their first year, Good Supply Co. provided over $1 million in products to the needy, using less than $40,000 in cash. It's rare to find a volunteer-run organization that does so much good using so little donor money. If you like this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Next Stage with Connie Ray.